Right, good evening everyone. In this short video I'm going to be having a look at the MSR Skinny One tent. I've had this tent for about 10 years and I've never ever used it anywhere other than the back garden. I don't know why that is. Probably tell you some more about it when I've got the tent set up. It doesn't appear to be the most spacious tent. I'm not really sure why I bought it. It was just bought on a whim. That's not to say it's not a good bit of kit. It's marked as a one-person backpacking tent. Weighs 3.5 pounds, and I worked that out. It's about 1.5 kilos in weight. So it's nice and light. That's with the pack, the stuff sack, obviously the poles and the pegs, which are required. So I'm going to get the tent set up. You can have a look around it. As usual, MSR, cracking quality, great materials, DAC poles used throughout, and see what we think about it. So let's have a look what you get in the bag. Obviously get your stuff sack, your poles, and a set of pegs. The pegs are quite, it's not much to them. Get an emergency sleeve for pole repairs on the fly, and these are the MSR stakes you get with them. I mean, there's not much to them, and you know, are they going to hold in particularly bad weather or strong winds? I would argue not. So you might want to invest in something a little bit more substantial. But these are really lightweight. Any sort of gram counters amongst you would appreciate the weight on them. Bit of an MSR sticker for your car if you're that way inclined. And the poles are DAC. Which basically means the good quality. Just get two. Just caught up around the bag there. But yeah, you get your two poles. It's a tunnel tent. There's one for either side. So now you've seen what's in the bag, we'll get it set up. So there you have it. That's pretty simple. It's a tunnel design tent, hoop either side, single pole at each end, and the guy up points speak for themselves. If you can't do that, there's obviously a few issues. You shouldn't be in a tent in the first place. Let's have a little closer look around it. So this tent's got some good features. Number one is the ease of pitching. Strong winds, there's no faffing round, there's no complicated guy out systems. It's literally just a tunnel tent with one pole at either end. There's a guy out point in the midsection on each side just to give you a little bit more room. And a feature that I like, and it'll become clearer when we have a look from the inside, is this area here whereby you can unzip the interior fly sheet which just leaves this mesh, which is great for getting loads of air in, or on a warm evening you can just sleep with the mesh if it's not raining and look up at the stars if you've got clear skies. Stops the insects and the bugs coming in, and you get loads of air circulation. Biggest thing I forgot to mention is that it's a single skin tent, and those of you that know your business in terms of tents will know that condensation can be an issue with a single skin tent. MSR have tried to combat that with an elongate roof vent that goes the whole length of the tent, and I'll show you that now in a bit more detail. I've used it in the back garden a couple of times and I've never suffered any sort of issues with condensation, so you can obviously leave a bit of a gap at the top there, again if it's not raining, but I've not experienced anything like that. So access to the tent can be one of a number of ways. Obviously the panel in the front, we can go in through that, or just use side door, which is what I'm going to use for the purpose of this demonstration. High quality zippers, as you'd expect from a brand such as MSR. There are sort of loops there just to keep that out of the way. So let's have a little look inside. So here you go. It's a quick look at the porch or the vestibule. It's not too bad. You get your pack and your boots in there quite easily, and there probably there's room to cook in there as well. So here's the design of the tent. It's just a long tunnel. You've got this meshed area, which I'm going to unzip now and show you. There's the roof vent runs the length of the tent, and I'm going to get in there and open this back part up for you. So here's what I mentioned. It's really nice design touch. You've got the one end of the tent completely zips down, and you've got a load of vent in here with the fly screen across it. So you can just lie here on a warm summer's night, taking in the night sky. Conversely, you can just use this for a bit of venting and have it open, just a small amount if you're doing any cooking in here or anything like that. I think that's a nice little touch. I haven't seen that particularly on any other tents, correct me if I'm wrong, and it's quite unique about this particular model. I'm going to go and show you the top vent now. So here we go. How do you get over the issue of condensation in a single skin tent? Well, MSR have come up with this. It's attached via Velcro, and basically there's some Velcro on the inside. These little tabs and this flapper material just fold down flush with the top of the door, and as you look in, that runs, if it'll focus, the length of the tent. Now underneath that is just the mesh which leads into the inner, so that allows good airflow down the length of the tent. Yeah, okay, you might get a bit of water ingress in there if it's raining, so that could be an issue for you. However, again, you can just sort of leave a bit of a gap, and then at least you've got, albeit only slightly, some airflow still. Another handy feature is this midway zipper. You can put your clothing up here to dry, store bits of kit, your phones, and that's ample. That goes the like I say, the full length of the tent. So in short, I'm glad I bought it. Yes, I am. I don't know why I've had it for so long and I've never taken it out. I've got about 8 or 9 different tents, to be fair, all in the loft, but I do intend to take this out. Probably is a fairish weather tent, with it being a tunnel design. They can struggle a bit in the wind depending on how you've got them pitched, but it's solid. It's MSR quality. It's got a good set of poles, good hydrostatic head. I'm going to leave all the stats in the description of the video, and it's got ample cooking area, and as I say, that feature where the back of the tent zips out is brilliant. Width wise, I mean, I'm just 6 foot tall. I can easily lay down in this, so there's plenty of room. It's definitely a one-man tent. It's quite light, and yeah, I've not seen too many of them. In fact, I haven't seen any ever out and about. Don't know if our friends in the US think they're a bit more popular over there. I've seen a couple of reviews online from the States, but not so much here in the UK. So it's a good bit of kit. What I'm going to do is, mental note, next trip out to the lakes, I'm going to take this out for a bit of a one-nighter and a solo wild camp. I'm going to finish up the review by taking you around it and just showing you some of the additional features in a bit more detail, and that's it. Thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're on Instagram, MCM Outdoor Show, and we've also got a Twitter account at MCM Outdoor Show. Please subscribe to the channel, it means a lot. Thanks to all those that have, and we'll see you on the next video. Over and out.